alaikum dear viewers with another episode of Glorious Pakistan. I'm your host Maheen Jafri.
And I'm Shehzad Qayyum.
So in every episode, as we promised, that we're going to take you to different places, different destinations. But let me ask you, Shehzad, where are we standing right now?
Well, Maheen, right now we are at the Mughal garden in the Wa area here, and then we're going to be exploring the archaeological sites of Gandhara civilization in Taxila.
Wow, Taxila is famous for such things because not only for Buddhist monks it is so important, it has religious significance, but people all over from the world are coming over to Taxila to have a view of different relics of Buddha or the stupas there or the museum and so much more. So in this episode we're going to be exploring different places, landscapes and the culture of this area.
Today's episode is dedicated to the exploration of Wa, Taxila and Khanpur area, known for their archaeological significance, lush green gardens and picturesque views. Taxila, located in the Rawalpindi district of Pakistan's Punjab province, is one of the Pakistan's most historic cities, renowned for its ancient archaeological sites and the Taxila Museum. Now, Taxila has rich history dating back to Gandhara civilization. It was a major center of learning and culture from the 1st to 5th century CE. The Taxila Museum captures this history with its impressive collection of Buddhist sculptures, ancient coins, and artifacts. Taxila is a major tourist destination in Pakistan, offering insights into ancient civilizations and their contributions to education, architecture, and religion. It continues to be subject of study for historians and archaeologists worldwide. So this Mughal garden in Wa, it's full of trees and greenery and surrounded by beautiful hills.
And not just that, the well laid out water plan and the columns of trees are a signature style of Mughal era. Our first stop was the magnificent Mughal gardens in Wah, known for their historical significance and Mughal architecture.
Inhaling this fresh air, Maheen, and the thunder above us, that's wonderful. I am loving it, so calm.
Yes, there's walking track all around the spawn and it's almost 7 o'clock in the morning. The garden features stunning landscape, intricate water channels and elegant pavilions.
Now folks, also besides the beauty of this Mughal garden, there is another aspect here. As you guys can see, this crystal clear water which is flowing in these channels. It's pretty much in the entire garden here.
And this is coming right from a pathway which is entering from an arc-like structure.
Now viewers, when we talk about the Mughal architecture, they are famous for their structures, especially in this region here. If we take a look at this wall which is right there, the bricks, small rocks and larger rocks are used in this wall just to make sure that the wall stands with utmost durability.
Yeah, that's a combined structure, and most of all, Shehzad, look at these water channels. I mean, we are talking about hundreds of years ago when they didn't used to have this modern technology, and even then they're so well planned.
Exactly, and the flow and the rhythm, everything looks so perfect. And Maheen, if you take a look at this water, you know, the beauty is increased. The amount of beauty that you're impressed by is because of the hump here, because the hump is turning the water into waves from here.
The large pools filled with crystal clear water and surrounded by lush greenery offer a serene and picturesque environment.
Now, it's one of the hot days of the summer here. Right now, we are standing right under the shadow of this huge hollow tree, actually. And we don't even feel anything warm or hot here because the wind is blowing and this shadow is providing us a wonderful shade, and we are actually feeling cooler here. There is nothing that I can feel.
So can we have our tea here?
Sure. In this Mughal garden here at Wa, we have this pond which is quite big, and the water is once again crystal clear. There are fish in this water as well. And of course there are structures there built by the Mughal emperor at that time.
Now, when we talk about the structure, a famous structure of Mughal era is the Baradari. Bara is 12, the digit 12, and Dari is pretty much, it came from the word Dar, which is Darwaza. So that's how they were built and kept in mind.
Exactly, and let me add something for the information of viewers. This was to create airy space, and also it had acoustic features in them as well, so that the sound echoes, so that they used to have these musical evenings in Baradaris mostly. And the first Baradari was made by Wazir Khan.
So this Mughal garden in Wah, it's full of trees and green rians surrounded by beautiful hills.
And not just that, the well laid out water plan and the columns of trees are a signature style of Mughal era.
Maheen, we are so fortunate that Pakistan has a lot of stuff like heritage, history, all these historic places, and it goes all the way back to the Gandhara civilization and maybe more than that. And this particular place that we are exploring right now is just phenomenal and breathtaking.
These gardens are testament to the grandeur of Mughal era and provide a peaceful retreat for visitors. And no wonder why Emperor Jahangir fell in love with this beautiful place and also mentioned it in his autobiography, Shehzad.
You know what, Maheen, besides the garden here, take a look right there at that hilltop. There is something from Mughal era there as well.
Wow, it looks like a beautiful white structure and exactly the features as their architecture style. Wow.
If we take a look at the steps here, the way the architecture of these steps, they're quite different than what we witness right now in our construction. Why? Because there are layers of bricks used in these stairs for their durability.
After spending lovely moments in the stunning Mughal garden, we went to the nearby local roadside truck restaurant. These roadside eateries are famous for their delicious traditional breakfasts, and we enjoyed a meal of parathas, omelets, and traditional karak chai. The rich flavors and hearty portions set the perfect tone for our day of exploration. Right after enjoying our breakfast, we continued our journey towards Sirkap.
Our journey continued to Sirkap, the second fortified city of Taxila, which is situated on the bank of Tamra stream at a distance of almost 2 kilometers from Taxila Museum.
So right now we are exploring Sirkap, the second largest city of Taxila, a holy place for Buddhism and also known as City of Learning.
The city is very well built, well planned, and this was made by Greeks in 3rd century BC.
Been declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO since 1980. This ancient site, named after a character from a local legend, showcases a unique blend of Greek and Indian architectural styles.
The city was buried until the excavation in 1912 and 1913 under the supervision of Sir John Marshall.
Now, it's been almost a century since the excavation was done. And back in 1980, UNESCO declared this as the World Heritage Site. So viewers, just like any other city of modern era, the city of Sirkap was also a well-planned city. Right now, we are walking on the main street of the city of Sirkap.
And Shehzad, the guard room is also located at the beginning of this main street, which was supposed to protect the entire premises and the entire city.
And the Jain Mandir, or the Jain temple, is right there on the right-hand side.
Walking through the ruins, we could see the remnants of this once thriving city, reflecting its historical significance as a cultural and trade hub. We also visited the Mohra Muradu Buddhist stupa, a well-preserved site dating back to the Kushan period. The remains of Mohra Muradu are situated in a valley at the back of the village of Mohra Muradu, about 1.6 kilometers to the southeast of the city Sirsak. This was excavated under the supervision of Sir John Marshall in 1914 and 1915 and was included in the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1980.
we're standing at one of the religious places of Buddhism. It's called Mohra Muradu, and this is one of the stupas here.
Indeed, this is a very religious and sacred place for the Buddhist people, and as you can see, the sculptures of Buddha as well, and all the decorative patterns on the wall, and we can also see the figures and the drapes carved in the stone. So this is indeed a sight to be seen.
The stupa and adjoining monastery, the intricate stucco reliefs on the walls, and the serene atmosphere of the site provided a glimpse into the spiritual and monastic life of ancient times. Of course, our exploration of Taxila wouldn't be completed without paying a visit to Taxila Museum.
Taxila Museum holds one of the most significant and comprehensive collection of stone and stucco sculptures from the Buddhist art of the Gandhara civilization. The museum is located in the middle of various archaeological sites scattered around Taxila region and boasts a rich collection of Gandharan artifacts. Approximately 7,000 artifacts are displayed at the Taxila Museum, and around 30,000 are preserved in the reserve collection. The collection includes sacred relics of Buddha, stone and stucco sculptures, stupas, relics, caskets, inscriptions, beads, jewelry, coins, tools, pottery, utensils, and numerous other architectural and household objects.
And now, folks, right now we are at the Taxila Museum, and I have a Deputy Director, Department of Archaeology and Museums, Mr. Anjum Javed Dara with me. Thank you so much for being with us, sir.
You are welcome, please.
So, Mr. Dara, first of all, please tell us something about the Buddhism.
You know, Buddhism is the kind of a reformed Hinduism. In 6th century AD, Buddha and Mahavir and Zoroaster, all these persons were born. Buddha was born in Kapilavastu. It's Lumbini, is a borderline between Nepal and India. So he was the king he was the son of a king, and that area was known as a Kapilavastu. So he spent his 30 years in his palace life. He was married. He always busy in sensual pleasures and luxuries and everything. Once evening, he actually want to escape from the palace life.
Right.
So he went to Urvala forest, and where he got the fasting position, and then he went to Bodh Gaya, where he got enlightenment. So after enlightenment, he spent his almost 53 years. Overall, the age of Buddha was 83 years.
Right.
So in 30 years, he got enlightenment, and after 53 years, he preached and project about the philosophy, about the meaning of life, because he want to know the realities of life, the suffering, impermanence of life, and all these were the enlightenment which he derived from the observing the realities of nature. You know, when Archaeological Survey of India was established in 1861, the whole India was explored, excavated. So this area was also excavated according to because there were the remnants of monuments of Buddhist culture and heritage. So John Marshall was the main figure, who was the Director General of Archaeological Survey, and he excavated the whole areas from Taxila Valley and the nearby area Peshawar, Swat. So Gandhara Valley was excavated, and these were the satellite towns like Muradu, Dharmarajika, Sirkap, Sirsuk, Julian, Pipalan. These were the sites from where Birman in front of museum. So these sites were excavated, and all the excavated materials, artifacts, and the things of antiquarian interest are displayed in Taxila Museum. Religion of any individual or nation, they have own attraction for their religious places. Like the Sikh communities have in Punjab, the Hindus have in all India, and all the Vatican for the Christians, for Muslims the Makkah and Medina. So in the same consequence, in the same reference, in the same component, you we can find out the Buddhist heritage and culture in this part of Pakistan particularly. So they comes to visit their holy places. Normally in these days particularly the government of Punjab and federal government of Pakistan is focusing too much over the religious tourism particularly.
Now, thank you so much, sir, for sharing your time. Now, viewers, when we talk about the history and heritage, we highly recommend you to come take a look, visit these areas here in the Taxila, especially the museum as well.
We decided to explore the local handicrafts of the region, so we took a break on the roadside to look and purchase some local handicrafts. Taxila is renowned for its exquisite marble carvings and stone crafts. The artisans here create beautiful statues, decorative items, and everyday objects and reflect the artistic heritage of the region. We were amazed to see several roadside shops showcasing these handcrafted items, which are a testament to the skill and creativity of the local artisans.
Carving stones is a very delicate and skillful art and requires extensive concentration and artistic mindset.
Our next stop was Julian Monastery.
Julia is another significant Buddhist site in Taxila. The monastic complex of Julia was included in UNESCO World Heritage List in 1980. A 7 kilometers from Taxila Museum, the site is located on a hill at a height of 92 meters. The original foundation of its remains, it is attested to Kushan period in 2nd century CE. The monastery at Julia was home to one of the world's oldest universities till its destruction in the 5th century CE. Monastic establishment at Julia comprises of the main sacred area with a central stupa and 27 smaller votive stupas, and a monastery with 2 courtyards with monk cells and numerous chapels. The monastery at Julia remained one of the world's oldest universities, which attracts students from subcontinent and beyond, from Central and Southeast Asia as well as China. The monuments in Julia are highly ornamented and in better state of preservation. Some of the finest stucco sculptures have been shifted to Taxila Museum for display, including findings like fragments of a Buddhist manuscript written in Sanskrit language, Brahmi characters of the 5th century, and copper coins of late Kushana and Indo-Sasanian rulers. A sculpture of a seated Buddha had a circular hole at the belly button and an inscription in Kharoshti below it. The inscription says that the sculpture was a gift from Buddhamitra, a Buddhist nun from India during Kushan Empire, who loved following the dharma, the law. The hole at the belly button was made for worshippers to put their finger in while praying for help with certain health problems. The exhibits provide a deep insight into the rich history and cultural heritage of the region. This was a very interesting experience where we had an opportunity to look and learn about the amazing fossils and items from the ancient civilizations. After the museum, we decided to witness the serene beauty of Khanpur Dam, a stunning reservoir located in the picturesque surroundings of Khanpur.
Khanpur Dam is a popular spot for water sports and recreational activities.
So, Maheen, where are we at right now?
We are at Khanpur Dam, and let me tell you something very interesting about Khanpur, Shehzad. Khanpur is famous for its natural beauty, for its abundance in produce, and most of all, tourist attractions.
That's right, and this particular dam has a lot to do. If you guys can look behind us, we have all sorts of water activity which is taking place right now. We have jet skiing, we have boating, we have parasailing. There's a lot to do here. Once you get here, and the wind is wonderful, there is no warm feeling at all here.
And also we can see families, and there's so much activity going on right here at this spot. There are picnic spots for families, the visitors, there are tourists coming from all across. And the most interesting thing, Shehzad, if you can see across this board, there's a row of ships where you can see all the colors.
That's right, and also don't forget to mention all the good eating stuff that they have.
Yes,
here.
exactly. They
all
have
kinds of
good
stalls
eatables.
here.
But talking about colors, Shehzad, do you remember, or can you make a resemblance with the colorful truck art of Pakistan? I mean, look at this. There's so much color right across this.
Right,
this
that's
board.
right. They are so appealing if you can look at them.
It's
They're
refreshing, yeah,
multi-color
basically.
here, and then once again we have all sorts of water activity also taking place behind us.
The clear blue waters and scenic beauty of the area make it a perfect destination for nature lovers and adventure enthusiasts.
So viewers, another thing about this Khanpur Dam is that not that you can do a lot of stuff, fun stuff here, but also it supply water to twin cities as well.
And not just that, Shehzad, if you look at the resorts there right behind us, it's such a good trend, because I think we are following the Western trends as well, because it is going to be good not just for tourists, but it can be a business opportunity as well, and it can help in our economy as well.
Visitors can enjoy a range of water sports such as boating, jet skiing and fishing.
You can see we are enjoying the boating, and Maheen, do you think it's important for us to get away from the daily routine?
Yes, it is highly recommended for ladies, especially, who get stuck in a routine and who are busy with kids and who are doing their jobs 24/7, and sometimes they have so much pressure. So it's highly recommended, ladies. You should come over here. It's just 1.5 hours away from Islamabad, and it's such a serene, beautiful place. It is going to give you a real mental break that we all need, especially. Just look at the surrounding. It's all aqua blue and green. Even the visuals are giving you that feeling of serenity.
Also, I want to say something to my viewers. So guys, when you come here, you make sure you come to this water, obviously enjoy the boating, but there is a key element that I need to share with you, and that's bargaining. Make sure you bargain with these guys, because we got a good deal.
Yeah.
This dam is located just an hour-and-a-half drive away from Islamabad on the Taxila Road. The holiday destination offers not only breathtaking views of natural beauty, but also a wide range of outdoor activities.
I want to say a special thanks to our team, especially our cameraman, who's trying his best to have creative shots for all of you to see how beautiful this place is, because sometimes it happens that something that we're liking with our eyes isn't captured properly by the camera. But it's important because we want to really propagate and highlight this entire thing because of the tourism industry. We need to tell people more and more about this place and highlight the entire area.
So guys, actually there are small islands in this dam, which is quite interesting. There's 1, 2, and 3. 2 are pretty big and 1 is quite smaller island. And now we are heading towards the place where they have the parasailing there. So we're gonna show you guys how that works, and it looks great. I mean, it's just amazing experience that people can actually enjoy the water activities and they can enjoy the parasailing as well.
Now we're going towards the spot where there's actually, I can see parasailing happening, and it's so good because we would be seeing and meeting lots of people who are enthusiasts about sports and adventure. And there's so many outdoor activities to do here. Right now you can see on your screens as well.
Nestled amidst majestic hills and lush greenery, the picturesque destination provides a perfect setting for trekkers and holiday makers. There are several budget hotels as well as several high-end resorts offering food and residential facilities in the area. It was formed with the construction of Khanpur Dam in 1984.
So guys, right now we have some tourists here. Some of them are from actually Lahore, but some are from all the way from Ontario, Canada. Now guys, let me know, how do you feel about how was the time here?
It was pretty nice. It was nice going on the boat.
You guys think this is something that you find in Canada as well?
Maybe at some places.
Sure. Okay.
Now, due to high wind, our voices were not clear enough to share with our audience. These tourists were very excited, and while sharing their experience, they said they simply loved the weather and scenic view of Khanpur Dam. When we initially arrived at the dam, tourists were enjoying parasailing. However, because of high wind and stormy weather, some of our little explorers from Canada and Lahore could not enjoy the parasailing, and that's why they were a bit disheartened about it.
And what about you? How do you like it so far?
I really like going up paragliding.
So viewers, keep in mind that because of safety reasons, the management at the dam discontinues parasailing sometimes. For those who are not aware of parasailing and those who actually confuse parasailing with paragliding, we do have some information to share with you. Now, whether you love the thrills or simply looking for a new way to enjoy the outdoors, parasailing is an activity that is sure to create lasting memories and unique experience. As you are lifted into the air, suspended beneath a parachute, you will feel the wind in your face and discover breathtaking landscapes. Parasailing is a water sport in which a person is towed behind a boat while attached to a parachute-like canopy. The parasail is suspended from a harness that is attached to a motorboat, and as the boat moves, the parasailer is lifted into the air and glides through the sky, enjoys the ascending experience.
Well, guys, so with this, we are going to conclude our today's episode. And why is that?
Because I hope that you all had a wonderful virtual journey, at least with us, because we took you to so many different places, starting from Mughal garden, then we took you to the museum, the relics, the crafts, the stone crafts, so many different things, the industry, the cuisine. And right now, as we shared this beautiful and wonderful experience of being at Khanpur Dam with you, so I hope you loved this entire place, and I hope you loved this episode.
But guys, now the team of Glorious Pakistan highly recommend you guys to please spare some time, come and visit these areas. We are enjoying here so much, and the wind is blowing right now.
And Shehzad, most of all, it's just 1.5 hours away from main city Islamabad, so why not?
Sure, and until next time, we'll see you guys.
After a thrilling and memorable day, we concluded our day with dining at one of the famous restaurants known for its shinbari and barbecue dishes. The freshly baked naans, delicious meat dishes, and the vibrant ambience of the place provided a perfect end to our culinary exploration of the region. Our journey through Wah, Taxila, and Khanpur has been a lovely experience,
filled with historical insights, natural beauty, and rich cultural traditions.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Glorious Pakistan.
Join us next time as we continue to explore the diverse and beautiful regions of Pakistan.
Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.